Alright, hello and welcome to Roguelike Thursdays. This is recorded right after the chick hack video, because nothing really happened there in terms of gameplay, so that's why Steam's still open on my display if it shows. And we'll see if we get another Commodore 64 game. If we do, oh, this looks pretty. Mage Crawl is a roguelike in development, which seeks to have an arcane theme. All player characters have some level of magical ability. Okay, so if it's in development, released in 2009, I'm pleased to announce the release of Mage Crawl Tech Demo 3 version 2, released 2 months after the previous Tech Demo 3 release. It adds features that I wish were part of the release, but not enough to bump it into number 4. Okay, so it looks like the development was abandoned. He said he would update easy to run release the next day back in 2011, and he never did. So I assume things got in the way, or it was harder to clean up than he thought, or so many other things could have happened. And it looks like it's a bit of a hassle to set up. You need a bunch of prerequisites, so I'm actually just going to go to the next one. Dead Man Walking. You have 2 separate hit point pools, a temporary one that's constantly in flux, and a permanent one. If you run out of willpower, you lose. Okay, let's see if we can grab that. Okay, so I had to resort to, once again, the Roguelike Archive to find the Dead Man Walking game, because his current one links to a game called Nawia, which might be a sequel or a similar game, but I wasn't sure, so I'll take the Dead Man Walking game instead. I'll get that set up and we'll get back into it. Okay, so I couldn't get Dead Man Walking to run, so we're gonna roll again. And we'll eventually find something. So like I said, a review, it doesn't count anymore. Fangban. This doesn't look... I also, I'm not sure about playing variants of... Well, variants can be interesting, but I'm not sure about playing variants of very popular games, because it's a bit strange to not just play the popular game. Because I want to see new games, right? Or I want to play the proper version of the game, and this one doesn't tell me what's different, so I think if it doesn't tell me what's different and it is just a variant, then I'm not going to try. If it was a standalone game, or if it was a variant that said, oh yeah, we do this, this, and this, then that's a different story. But yeah, I'm not going to bother with that one. Okay, so Gruesome, I believe I've heard of before. So you play as a Gru. Okay, let's see here. So here we go, and welcome to Gruesome, I guess. You are a Gru, a creature of darkness, lurking in the lowest depths of the caverns of infinity. You feed off adventurers foolish enough to approach your home. The only thing that can harm you is the hateful light. The Elder Grus tell you of a land outside of the caverns, where burning fire fills the sky and rains searing light over all that dwell there, but you find it hard to believe in such ridiculous fantasies. You feel a twang of hunger inside your belly, and in the distance you hear the stumblings of another dumb adventure. Time to feast. Okay, so being eaten by a Gru, it is pitch black, you are likely to eat someone. So in ZORK, if you go into the darkness, it said is dark, you are likely to be eaten by a Gru, which is a reference to a creature from Jack Vance's Die on Earth series, which is not a darkness-dwelling monstrosity that fears the sunlight. Really, it's a combination of several animals, possibly like a ghoul and it's like harpy or something, and a man, and they hide behind trees and stay out of sight. I don't think they ever see one, but they hear them all the time. So, okay, so it looks like we have V keys as controls. Or whatever that is. Let's see, down. Okay, no, that's V keys. So if I'm... How do I know? So yeah, so the adventurer is that thing there. And I assume... Let's see here. Kill adventurers by disabling their light and pouncing on them, or letting them wander into your slavering jaws. If they walk into you, you get more XP. Build up your powers and attempt to head to the surface, but beware of the light. It's quite lethal. Okay, so if I press period, I'll lurk on the spot, and I'll gain LP, whatever that is. Press A to cast Dark Eyes to detect prey. Press Z to cast Shadow Ball to blind the prey. Press S to enter Shadow Walk, where time is frozen. Sounds interesting. So S, A, and Z. So if I Z, did that do anything? Ah. Gurgling with fury, you flee back into the darkness from whence you came, nursing your grievous wounds until you feel brave enough to try exploring again. Okay. So I just lost, I guess. And the game closes when you lose, it doesn't restart, so I'll be Lord or Cameron. That way I'll do better. Okay, so if I cast A, I can see some prey. And I am the black space of nothingness. Okay, so I have 2 LP, which means in theory I can... Oh, where'd they go? They vanished. Okay. So they seem to be walking backwards for some reason. But they don't turn around. Okay, so if I just stand still, I wonder if I can get them to come to me. The adventure stumbles into my slavering fangs. Groovy. Well then, okay. You listen to the sweet sound of darkness. Okay. So there's no one else here. I snarl at the wall. I don't actually think the Gru is the scariest thing in Jack Vance's Diner. It's the duodens, which are these undead creatures that look like very handsome men, but they're cannibals and they beg for others to let them to eat them. They're very disturbing creatures. So I assume that everyone acts in a specific way. Like the green guy seems to sweep around, maybe? Okay, so if I press Q... No, that was the wrong one. What was the... If I press S. Okay, so S. Now time has stopped. And I can just jump on them? You refuse to step near the hateful light. Okay, but I can cast... Okay, this song here is called Treasure Cove. Why bring that up? Is I'm pretty sure in Love Nikki, this is a song on one of the screens. I'm sure the Love Nikki roguelike overlap player base is huge, so let me know if I'm right about that. And don't play gacha games, but I am curious. I won't tell anyone that you play it, as long as you don't tell anyone I play it. Okay, so I don't have enough SP. So I'm actually going to need to sneak behind this guy as he rotates around. Oh, got him. Groovy. Okay, and now what does... Oh, he swings fast. Okay. Quickly now. Up, up. Okay. And down. Okay, steady on. And let's turn out his light with Shadow Ball, which is Z. Okay. So now can I wait for her to walk into me? How long does that last? Ooh, I better be careful. You pounce on the blind and stumbling adventurer and devour her instantly. Yum. Okay, so if I wait here, I seem to have more LP now. And Shadow Walk is S. Okay. So where are they? They're there. Alright. Now they're camping the corner, which is annoying. I think I can risk it if I go for the old Shadow Walk. Okay, and then I hit him with a bit of the old darkness as well. Wham. And then we'll see if he stumbles into me in his fright. Oh yeah, there we go. I'll wait 2 rounds to regain my LP. And then I can get out of here. I don't think there's anyone left, no. Okay, so the question here is, what else? Oh my. So it's like a sort of puzzly game right now. I'm not actually a fan of puzzle games. I think a lot of roguelike players might be, but okay, that's a lot of light. So I'm going to try to sneak around. Wow, what is this? Oh, it's 2 people at once. Okay, oh, careful now. Very tricky to deal with. Okay, I think if I just hold steady and I jump down here. Ooh. Okay, back up. Steady. Oh boy. Okay. If I shadow walk down, down, over. And then okay, we've got an angle on them over here. Just hold your nerve. Okay. Okay, there isn't a light there. Okay. You do not have the power of darkness within you. Maybe after a little snack. Oh. Okay. So what am I supposed to do? I just have to let them stumble into me. Hello. So I can't just jump on the guy. So I guess I have to stand here. Can I shadow walk into him? Let's see. How? You refuse to step near the light. Okay. I'm already part of the shadows. Yeah. I'm done shadow walking. Okay. Steady. Steady. Okay, if I jump here... Okay, I was going to go there, but then I chickened out. I'll go here, though. Ooh. Ooh. He looks like he's turning, maybe? I don't know why he can't see me. Maybe I'm directly behind him. Ah, he got me. He jumped up. Okay, and I lost. Let's see if there's anything here. Levels are non-permanent and can be regenerated to make the game easier. Upon winning, the player is presented with a number of achievements representing their gameplay habits. There's technically no impossible scenarios, but as the game progresses, the caverns become tighter and enemies more frequent, leading to extreme difficulty in tense situations. Light will instantly kill the Gru will instantly kill players. Game development is an extremely early stage with simplistic enemies and very basic character abilities. In the future, it's hoped to include AI for enemies. This was last updated 2009. And I think in general for anything, not just free things, but anything in general, don't count on what will be, look at what is, because a lot of the time that is all that will ever be. And I think that's the game right there, basically. It's 20 levels deep. I didn't make it to level 3. And yeah, I feel like I've seen all of it. Like, I could keep playing, but I feel like I've done it, so I think I'm just going to wrap it up there. It's going to be a short one. If there was more abilities to unlock or I was more engaged in the game, I might play a bit more, but the puzzle does kind of intrigue me in the sense of just trying to overcome something, but there's so many things to overcome. I don't need more. So for the right person, I could see this being pretty interesting, if a bit repetitive, given that there's 20 levels of the same thing. But, you know, put your high score in there. Tell me how you got to level 20 when I couldn't make it past level 2. Or 3, I guess. And maybe I could make it to level 4 if I really tried hard and went a few times, but definitely looks like it ramps up in difficulty quickly. I guess that was Gruesome. So I'll see you on the next one, which will be hopefully, I don't know what it'll be, but hopefully it'll be something a bit more roguelike-y. It is neat to see a different point of view on occasion, but I'm here to play rogue. So I'm considering actually doing a dealer's choice for Thursdays now that Pokemon's gone, where I just play a roguelike of my choice, or maybe even just a game of my choice. I'm not sure. And I'm not sure if it'd be like a series where I'd play like a complete run of Adam until I die, or if I would just do a one-off and see how far I get and however long I play. But yeah, let me know, because I am curious to see how I want to do that. Because I think I might actually just play Rogue quite often if it was my choice. Or maybe a bit of Wazhack, a bit of Adam. And I don't know if I'd do like Until I Die, or I would do for an hour, or whatever came first, or if I'd actually just try to do like, here's half an hour of Adam, and the next week I'll do a next half hour of the same playthrough of the same character. I'm not sure how I'd do it, but let me know your thoughts, because I'm interested to know and look at them. And I'll see you then when that happens. All right, take care.